Vietnamese restaurant in London ended up shutting down after hygiene inspectors came in and made a pretty startling discovery. They found what was labelled as goat wrapped in leaves in the freezer, but when they sent it off for testing, it turned out to be dog meat. Now, that obviously caused a huge stir, especially here in the UK, where that's not something people are used to hearing about or encountering in a restaurant context. In Vietnamese culture, eating dog meat is something that historically has been part of certain regional traditions. It's not universally practiced across the entire country, and it is definitely a lot less common today, especially among younger generations or in urban areas. But it is something that can be found in certain parts of Vietnam, and it's part of a broader cultural context where different types of meat are consumed that might not be typical in Western diets. Now, in this particular case, the restaurant owner has said he didn't actually know that the meat was dog. He claims it was supplied to him and he thought it was goat. And his defense is that it was never intended to be served to customers. But that doesn't change the fact that the hygiene inspectors also found other violations, things like mice dropping and cockroaches, which obviously is a big no-no in terms of food safety. Because of all these issues, the restaurant ended up closing down. It's now permanently listed as closed, and there's a new restaurant that's opened up in its place under different ownership. It's definitely a complex story because on the one hand, there's the legal and health side of things. On the other hand, there's a cultural element where you have to acknowledge that in some cultures, different foods are eaten that might be unusual or even taboo elsewhere, and it's important to talk about that with some sensitivity.